Hey, how you doing, guys? Hey, so listen, I had a long night, and I mean a long night. But long story short, Battlefield 6 is just causing a whole lot of CPU usage. I'm not sure why, but the same fix for the old Battlefields is working in this one. I was up to about 3 o'clock in the morning trying to figure this out. So, and it ain't like I have a crappy CPU. I have a 9800 X3D. So, I mean, more than capable, right? I mean, I should be able to do everything. Now, this PC I stream and game off the same PC. So, never gave me any troubles. And a lot of big titles and a lot of heavy titles. But, this one was just not working yesterday. It has 100% CPU usage, just gaming. And that was it, just gaming. So, I'm going to show y'all what I did. I finally found it in some old forums and stuff. So shout out to the guys in the forums, whoever you are, but it worked and it worked great. So the first thing you need to do is you need to go into your task manager. In your task manager, if you don't already know, if you know your PC specs, then you're good to go. But if you don't know your PC specs, go in here and you need to write down your cores and your logical processors, which is your threads. Alright, open up a new notepad session, and I'll copy and paste this in the comments or in the description. One of the two, it'll be here, but you're going to have to change this per PC. Each, whatever your CPU is, it's going to have to match it. So in this first line right here, Thread.ProcessorCount, you want the first two lines to match your cores. So like I have an 8 core, so the first two lines are 8. Alright. The last line, your Thread.MaxProcessorCount, 16. So your core count, first two lines, your very last line, 16. Alright, so once you do all of that and you're ready to go, you're going to save this as a user.cfg file. What you're going to do is you're going to go in, File, Save As, and I've already done mine, so I'm not going to do it, but you're going to go wherever your Steam program files are for your games. So like mine is program files, Steam apps, then you're going to go from Steam apps, you're going to go common, then you're going to open up your game Battlefield 6. Now this is really important though for this to work right. Go down here to where it says save as type, click all files. It's going to show you all your files in Battlefield 6. Alright, then right here, try to blow this up to where y'all can see it real good. Ain't gonna make it no bigger. But right here, you're gonna type in user.cfg. That is user.cfg and hit save, just like that. Now, once you do that, launch the game again. You shouldn't be at 100% no more. I'll show you. I was at 100% pegged out, and I'll go ahead and launch it and show you guys what it looked like after fixing it. Now, mind you, like I said, I stream and game on the same PC, so when I start streaming, it'll jump up in the 70s. But for my CPU usage, but we will run it real quick and show you where we're at. Go ahead and get AMD open too. And of course it's queuing whenever I do this video. Oh, didn't take too long. Okay, so let's turn our stats on. We're gonna go simple. You know what? I could probably just run AMD. Be easier for y'all to see because those little numbers are gonna be hard to see on the screen. Get AMD Adrenaline open and we'll just look at it all in there. So right now at the menu, now I was in the 80s at the menu, okay? Right now in the menu, and I have OBS running and a couple other things, we're at 30%. So I went from 80 to 30% just doing this. GPU's hanging out around 57 right now. So let's launch a game, and we're going to go into your most CPU heavy is Breakthrough out of all of them. So if you want to do this for testing purposes, run Breakthrough. Now this is running 130 frames. I mean, if I was just gaming, I could turn this game way up. And everything's basically set on medium and high right now. So, alright, let me get my controller on because I cannot do key and mouse. We'll run up here to where we got some stuff going on. And I will drag Adrenaline over here for y'all to see. And I can go ahead and put let me go ahead and put the specs up in here in game just so anybody who don't believe it, they'll see it. We're not going to go with that one. We're going to go with simple. Alright, so you can see them up here in the top right now where CPU's running pretty good. 130 frames, you got 3.8 millisecond, GPU's 4. You want your CPU to be faster than your GPU. If your GPU is taking a while and hanging out and running quicker than your CPU, that means that your CPU is bottlenecking your GPU. So now we got some crazy stuff going on over here. We'll pull up AMD and try not to die in the process. Right there, so we're at 62. 64, 69% GPU utilization. Now my GPU was pegged out too, so it was overloading my CPU to the point it was pushing tasks over on the GPU. So from 100 down, and that's a very heavy intense scene. All the other game modes I'm running around like 40 to 50 in it. So it's not bad at all. We'll try one more spot here if we can get in somewhere. Get somebody that's not in a firefight, which I don't think we're going to be able to do. Let me swap this over. I'm going to do split screen. Alright, so yeah, we're running through it anyway. The game's still rendering the same thing. There's an explosion. I mean, we're in the 50s right now. 58. And we still got a lot of pretty dramatic graphical things going on. So, I mean, the system's working to render those things. Right there's a lot going on. So, we're 65. Tank, 958. So, yeah, right there. And for whatever reason, it tends to spike a little bit whenever you get down. But, I mean, for the better part, 50s and 60. And this is as heavy as it gets. So, yeah, guys, try that out. If it works, let me know. And there's a few different things you can do, too. So, in your Let me get out of here without crashing the game. I don't like doing that. For whatever reason, it bothers me. Probably perfectly fine, but I like to do it that way. The only other thing too is in your notepad, if you're trying to run multiple tasks like streaming and stuff, so you can come in here and you can dedicate like 2 threads for OBS, and you can dedicate like 2 threads for TikTok Studio, and you can do it several different ways. So if this doesn't work, you can cut it down even more. All this is doing is basically telling the CPU. The CPU's telling the game, or the game's reading the CPU as, hey, this is what I've got to work with, and I don't need to try to push it. So all you're doing is setting your max, and once it realizes where that's at, it just wants to behave better. And I don't know why this is the gazillionth Battlefield and it's still an issue. So maybe they'll fix it in a patch or something like that. And I don't know what will happen if this is in the game file when that happens, but I'm sure with the update it'll override it and get rid of it anyway. So, but if you're having the issue, let me know if it works. I hope it helps somebody. See you guys.